YouTube, I am Megan, and this is my service dog in training, Maisie. She needs to go for a walk, so she's gonna be a little overexcited today. She might try to play with me, but I don't know where she put her piggy toy. Where is it? There's my hair on her. This is my first YouTube video, so it is going to be a Q&A type video so that you can get to know us and what we're all about. I'm also going to move this over a bit so that if I have any pictures to go along with answers, I can use this space. Let's start it. Okay. These are just questions that I saw other handlers do on YouTube that I appreciated, or they're ones that I found online, or things that I just thought of. So, question number 1, why do I have a service dog? We started out for purely psychiatric needs. He was trained to sorry if it's annoying. She was trained to react and interrupt self-harming activities that are related to my PTSD. And I don't know what she's doing. But now she's in training for my asthma, which has been increasingly getting worse, and meds aren't really doing much. So she's in training to detect like the slight changes in my breathing. Someone's calling me. And she will be learning retrieval for my inhaler and EpiPen. But also when we're in public, she'll just be wearing them on her vest. That's what she's for. Hey girlie. Okay, I missed the call, so I get to keep answering questions. Okay. How did I get my service dog? That's a good one. Girl. She is a rescue from the SPCA. I rescued her December 19th, 2019. So I've had her a couple months. I forgot how to count for a second. But she was already, like, the only thing she knew when I got her was sit. So that's pretty. She's doing very good with what she's learned. What kind of dog is she? She's a mix. We don't know what she is. She came from Texas, where they had on her paperwork that she was a Staffordshire Terrier. And then, excuse me, Maisie, where she, they said she was a Staffordshire Terrier mix. And then she came to the SPCA up here in New York, and they just said mixed breed because they had no idea. So we don't know. She has some type of bully breed in her, but she's extremely small, seeing that she's going to be 3 in May. She's a little mean. Okay. How does she help me in tasks? I already talked about that a little bit. She knows how to interrupt, like, scratching. And pulling one of my pillows. Hey, you! Here. It may not come up. I don't know. She's learning the asthma one so that she can tell me when my breathing gets different than it usually is. That was like more of a natural alert while I was sleeping. She would wake me up like every night, multiple times, because I would, I don't know, stop breathing or breathe really fast. I don't really know what it was, but I would wake up having an asthma attack. I don't know what to do with her. Ooh, how do I deal with distractions? People distractions are the most annoying. I have a video, I don't know if I'll insert it, maybe not. I'm on the bus, like the public transportation bus, and this lady was like, oh my god, and I was just like, yep, she's working, because like, I didn't know how to, like, I have a double advantage, and she looks at her, and she looks at Maisie, and she goes, sit down, and Maisie just kind of looked at her like, what's your problem, and just looked at me, and I told her to, like, further underneath me, but, I don't know, it's usually people are the worst. She does okay around food. Sometimes she needs a couple, like, leash corrections where I just give her some tension and she will be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be sniffing the potatoes. We had a problem with potatoes the other day. Ooh, or did I wish I knew before bringing a service dog to college? Excuse me. Very much a puppy. I don't know where I was. What I wish I knew before bringing a service dog to college. She's still in training. Pretty much. I mean, she needs a lot more training, but she never went to classes with me. I got her in December. I had her December to January, January to February, February to March. And then COVID-19 happened, and they kicked us out. And now she's staring at the wall like there's someone there. Hey, Bean Bean. Bean Bean Bean. Bean Bean Bean. Here. I know. Hi, baby. So now we're not in college. It wasn't very hard. I don't know if there's anything I wish I had known. You can sit with me. She's sitting in my lap. I don't know if I can answer that one. I wish I knew how to tell people not to touch her. My anxiety gets really bad around that area. Expertise. Oh, bye. Sorry about that. That's fun. Maisie. Up here. How did I set up a routine? I really didn't set up a routine. I know it sounds bad. When I was free, I would come back to my room and grab her, and we would exercise, and then work, go into the buildings and stuff. And she definitely needs to exercise before she does that, or else she's a terror. She's a menace. You're a menace. Her size and weight. She is 40 pounds. It's all muscle. She's got these thick bodybuilder thighs. She's very well built. I pride myself in that she's a very healthy weight. She used to be overweight in the shelter, which is why she has a whole bunch of loose skin that I can just grab. She's offended. Her measurements, I know her chest is 23 inches. Well, not her chest, her girth around her belly. And then her like chest from behind her front legs and around is 16. So, oh, she got me. Sassy. I don't really know any of her other measurements off the top of my head. I just know that one because I just ordered her to invest. A lot. Fun fact. What access issues have I had? I've had one issue with a police officer. Of course, I feel like it's always police officers that you have the biggest issue with. After my college kicked me out, I was homeless, and we went to one of the homeless agencies to talk to them, and there was a police officer sitting outside, and he was like, "Show me your paperwork." And I was like, "They don't have paperwork in the United States. Like, it's illegal for you to ask me that." And he was like, "Show me her certificate or get out." And I was like, "Sir, you aren't listening. I'm sorry, but there's no paperwork. I can show you the laws." Nothing. And then his buddies all walked up behind him, and they were like, so we left. Me, her, and my boyfriend. I had a breakdown in the parking lot. And then I emailed his supervisor, and I was like, "Hey, this isn't cool. Teach your guys the laws." But I haven't had any issues before or after that. But that still makes me nervous to go out everywhere I go. Another one is, what were some of the hardest behaviors to crack with her? We're working on dog stuff now. She was never aggressive towards dogs. And then 2 weeks ago, she was attacked by a big Akita. You know, they're like big and fluffy and brr. Well, it was off leash with kids while we were going for a walk, and it ran up to Maisie, and it got her really bad. She finally stopped swelling. Her ribs are still kind of out of place. It just grabbed her and shook her and ripped her face up. But she's feeling better. Took her a couple days to not show that she was feeling pain. But since then, she hasn't really made any movement towards dogs. So it wasn't a good thing she was attacked, but it also quelled her interest in them in public, if I can put that the right way. I'm going to start socializing her with help of a trainer, and hopefully maybe one day she can play with the dog. But that may not be the case, and that's okay. She doesn't need to play with dogs. She just needs to ignore them and not cause scenes in public. She never really has. But how do I exercise her? We go for walks. She's not very toy motivated. I haven't found any toys that she likes, I should say, enough to play with them outside. I usually take her for walks. At my college, we had a big field and football field and stuff, so I'd let her off leash. But like within limits, like I usually had her on a 50-foot leash, and I would just let go of it, but it would still be attached to her so she could run around and I could grab it if I needed to. But she's getting an e-collar soon, hopefully. That's my next idea, to try to train her off-leash skills so that I don't have to hold leash all the time when we go to like parks and backyards where there's no fence, like my yard right now. What's her favorite off-work activity? She likes to go to the park and introduce herself to people and play with kids. She loves kids. We were on the bus today, and she almost completely had a meltdown because there was a kid in the back and I wouldn't let her go say hi. So that was fun. What's my favorite part of having a service dog? I'd say my favorite part of having a service dog is being able to have someone with me all the time. You know, like sometimes it gets lonely. Like right now, we're supposed to be social distancing, and I'm literally alone in my house all day long. There's nobody else here but me and her. And it gets lonely. Sometimes she gets annoying. But even just having me here a little bit is great. Gotcha. What's my least favorite part? Being treated different. Also, the looks you get when people don't think you're disabled. And you have a service dog and they're like, you pulling my leg? I got that one the other day at the dollar store. She was like, are you pulling my leg or is that actually a service dog? And I'm like, you can look at her, she's trained, she's a service dog, it says it on her. Like sometimes, I know like they don't have to wear vests or anything, but I wear it just so people are like, oh, it says service dog. Because that's how people who don't interact with service dogs regularly think about it. They're like, oh, if it says it, it's true. Which isn't always the case, but it helps us. I mean, so those were some question and answers. If you have any other questions, you can comment them down below, and I would be happy to answer them. I don't even know if anyone's going to see this video, but figured we'd try this out. I may do some vlogs. Tell me what you want to see. Some training videos. Training's fun. We're learning how to tuck. She's not very good at it. Whatever you want to see, let me know. Okay. Let's say bye-byes. Look. Let's say goodbye. She doesn't want to say goodbye. She wants to go to bed. Thank you for watching.